Today, Icebolethu Funerals handles over 600 funerals monthly and is responsible for creating over 1,000 direct employments and more through its suppliers. With over 80 branches across KZN and presence in the UK and SADC region, they are more than equipped to do state funerals, public figures, and still remain 100% committed to each and every client of theirs. From the very beginning, this dedication to service has always been their goal. It's been a long journey with many lessons. Let me take you down back to where it all started, 10 years ago. She had nothing but a dream to revolutionize the funeral industry by introducing a new kind of service that brings care and dignity to the black community. Nomfundo Mkoi grew up in a small township in Hammersdale. From humble beginnings, with very little to work with, she had a dream. The dream that God had placed in her heart filled her with passion, so much so that she resigned as an educator to pursue her dream of being in business. Her dream? To build a funeral business that would provide quality funeral service to African community at affordable prices.
When I grew up, the careers that people could choose from were nursing and teaching. Fortunately for me, I chose teaching, and my mother was a teacher as well. So I started teaching, and while I was teaching, you would find me selling anything. I remember there's a time in my life at school where I was selling rolls. They were paying for my car, they were paying for my petrol to school. I couldn't even miss school because people would not bring lunch and complain and say, you missed school. We didn't have lunch because you didn't bring your rolls. I was selling rolls maybe in about 4 schools apart from my school. That is how entrepreneurship is in me. Because everywhere I go, I would look at anything, I would know how to sell and how can I multiply that, how can that thing make money. 2009 was a great year for us. When I look at the stadium, I remember the launch we had. It was the biggest launch I've ever seen in Hammersdale. There were big tents. I remember there was a big tent, like huge. Rebecca Malope, Osfiso Ngwane. It was a 2,500 seater. It was packed. There was another tent on this side where we had a full showroom by SA Funeral Suppliers. Kunamabhokisi yonke into khona ingane ezihlele ejoyinisayo ezenza yonke into. Catering was there. It was a very good day. I remember ngoba kwathi saqhubeka nje service khona lapho kusaculwa kwenziwani lakhala ucingo kwathiwa hey khona osesishile khumbula kathi okusiswa kwamagwanyana wasishiya sikhona la egroundini hey uzuboneke ukuthi I didn't even know what I was doing. When I got that call, God, I panicked. I went to Delsil. I said, Deli, what are we going to do?
Ugogo satshelwa ngathi nangogogo seshonile umphatha akathuka ngakanjena wathi Delsil sizokwenza njani nangu ugogo seshonile ngathi hayi sizomlanda. Samlanda ugogo asinayo imoto ufuna sikhulume nabanye abangcwabi abazosisiza ngemoto yokumlanda walanda ugogo wagcinwa futhi emakhazeni alowo mngcwabi kwamnandi kanjeya kodwa kwafika usuku lokuthi ugogo angcwatshwa ugogo. Ziyabuya nje estadium ugogo usemakhazini siyaqeqela nje sinalolu valo lokuthi lo gogo kufanele simngcwabile.
Hey kwakuduma ikhanda umuntu engazi ayibona khokhe nansi ke lento sasisho ukuthi siyangcwaba isifikileke namhlanje sokwenza njani. Mina ngangingqondo engathi nje isasangena kancane ayibo ngempela sifanele ngcwaba simngcwaba nini kugogo no ngenjongo weekend obvious okay wahlanganisa okumzima kakhulu because yonke into sasinganelutho sasinemoto eyodwa sine-abu asinayo ihesi yokungcwaba asinayo imoto yokulanda izinto yonke into kodwa la ibrocheni lesibhale kwibroch kumele ukuthi mayenzeke okunzima ngale ndlela sasigijima ujuluka ungazi ukuthi yini lekujulukisa ngomngcwabo wodwa because sasenza into esingakazi siyenze esingayijwayeli into esiqalayo basipromisile sifundisa abantu ukuthi soyenza kumele ukuthi masiyenze sazama sayenza ngendlela futhi ngempela ne-success because emva kwalokho abantu sabona beqhamuka bezojoyina
kwagcwala Icebolethu kwagcwala yilo nalowo usifuna ngasendaweni yakhe
okukuhle yabo enhlizweni nginalokho ukuthi I know siqhubekela phambili
kunestory engisikhumbulayo somzimba kwakufuneka ulandwe kwenye yama-section esihlala kuyona eHammersdale. Umphathi wayekade engekho esesontweni. Le call yangena esesontweni. azange achithe isikhathi waphuma khona lapho ney'ngubo zesonto efake i-uniform wangifonela wathi Teksile nanku umzimba funeka ulandwe azange sichithe isikhathi wazongilanda ekhaya sahamba khona enjalo sesiyolanda lowo mzimba uma sifika kulelo khaya sifika abantu sebethe ukulala manje balele endlini eyodwa nala khona umzimba umphathi mengena uthi awubandla kwenze njani bonke labantu bashonile yini kwathiwa hayi nangu lo shonile wakonjwa sase siyamthatha bese simthathile kufanele siphume le ndawo le ine driveway enyukelayo masiye emotweni umphathi abambela ngenhla ngasekhanda kanti manje akajwayele ufuthi uyambona unovalo nalento ayenzayo uma nginyuka mina ngingenhla kwakhe kusho ukuthi ngiphambili yena usele ngemuva emeza kanti indawo izomshibilikisa washibilika wabambelela ngaso stretch pants wakhala waze wamncesezela wathi sorry bandla yimbi indawo kanti abafana basebenza kanzima kangaka sahamba sawongena emotweni wabalisa indlela yonke ethi lezi ngane yithwele kanzima zenza umsebenzi onzima kanje umuntu kanti usinda kangaka sahamba sasafika emoshari la sasibeka khona ke saba right.
It hasn't been easy raising 5 children and starting a business. Remember, I had 2 sisters and 3 kids. So I had to do the school runs and also make sure that the business runs. I remember the way there was no time in my life. My son would say, my mom does 3 things in her life. She takes us to school, she goes to church, and she goes to work. That was my life. And I had to make sure that I put food on the table, I look after them. It was hard.
It really started from the pits, and it all started with one office in Hammersdale, right? And that was like our hometown, basically. We grew up there. And I remember we even lived in one of the offices in Durban. We lived there. Forgot for how long, but yeah, we lived there. It's really gone far. Like now, I can't even count how many offices we have. And I really worked hard for that.
I think I've largely learned about commitments from Uma and her journey. There's this quote that goes that a river cuts through a rock, not because of its power, but because of its persistence. And I think that's evident in Uma's journey. And I'm grateful that I got to be a part of that and be a daughter to someone who has so much courage and strength to go after what she wants.
Our growth is we started from funerals as a funeral company where we're just doing funerals only. And we added catering, we added tombstones, we added the call center where we sell most of our policies and do a lot of retention as well. We added foundation where we give back to our clients. And we also added the group academy where we capacitate our staff. And also we are giving free computer lessons to grade 12 learners. Every business we added is just a support business to the main group, to the main core, which is funerals.
The Icebolethu Foundation was founded in 2015 by Nomfundo Mqoyi, who is also the chairperson of the foundation. Their initiatives have seen fully furnished homes being built for the needy, over 5,000 uniforms being provided to the needy children, over 1,000 elderly people being blessed to Mother's Day celebrations and Gogo Fit. In addition, the Rhoda Girls program is a mentorship program for young ladies to assist them to thrive in all areas of their lives. This program is near and dear to Nomfundo Mqoyi, who is personally mentoring these young ladies.
Icebolethu, it's a family business. I always say I don't like people just putting me as the only person that makes Icebolethu. I may be the founder, I may have started it, I may be the visionary, but I have people, I have a team behind me that assist me in making sure that God's vision is fulfilled.
Our slogan, dedicated to care for those we serve, clearly highlights the priorities of Icebolethu Group, that it is not only a wealth creation machine which has generated over 1,000 jobs, but more importantly, it is a company that is full of heart, with a compassion that drives them to care for all their clients and the community. As a celebration of their clients and to give back to their clients for all the support over the years, Icebolethu is giving away 10 cars to 10 lucky winners. In honor of our staff who works tirelessly to build this brand, Icebolethu has numerous events to encourage and promote social cohesion amongst our staff. These include Family Day, Sports Day, and our flagship annual gala dinner and awards night at the end of the year. Nomfundo's commitment to excellence in her work and her spirit of giving back has seen her receiving awards and recognition locally and internationally.
As we celebrate 10 years today, I would like to thank everyone who has been part of the journey. I know some were there in the beginning, some they came later, but everyone came at their season. I'm sure everyone who is in this family contributes to this big vision of Icebolethu. I would like to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. The journey still continues. This is not the end. We're moving into the next 10 years. Continue being part of the vision. Continue supporting the vision that God placed in my heart. Thank you very much for your time, your sacrifice, and all your contributions to the entire journey.